Hey everybody, Zyle here. Welcome back to another episode of Mind Over Mages. This is my Relentless playthrough where I'm trying to do things extremely efficiently with the primary goal of building up some amazing fire mage warriors who are going to do wondrous things for me in the upcoming battles. But we are in the early days. We're on almost on day 2, and we've laid the foundation out. As in the last episode, which you should watch if you have not, we've already established some beds for our guys to sleep in, our workshop with 2 research stations and a wand shaper, and we got a kitchen going with a gruel pot, as well as we have 2 gutberry planters in place. So the next task at hand, and before I unpause, because they just finished building everything, number 1, just checking all my light. Yep, everything's good. Okay, so the next critical thing that we want, as you can see, rain incoming. Okay, when all this stuff that they've harvested is laying around on the ground and it rains, it's going to destroy things, and at a fairly good rate too. And although we may lose some things, we really don't want that to be happening. So there's 2 things we have to do very quickly to solve that problem. One is we need to build some chests. So we'll see if we can throw 2 chests down, and we'll put them in here. This will be our storage room. The second thing is because they are still suffering from the craving recreation and getting a -10 to their conviction, that is not very good. Well, we want to solve that problem. This is easily done because we've already done the research. So we go into recreation, we find the enchantophone, and we're just going to place it down here for them to use. We're a long way away from being able to build a conservatory, so we're just going to make one, and we will not prioritize these because we're doing no other building, so they will fall into that. And the last thing we want to do is because we are going to have to bring in a student. A couple of reasons for that. Obviously, you got to get students going as quickly as possible. You can have 3 without having to pay extra for them, and so we do want 3 as quickly as possible. But we have to make wands for them. So the first one I'm going to get, normally I just do air if it's available. And it is not, no, I think I said yes. So I do an air wand because I want more staff. So I will be probably taking this student once they are fully trained up and then hiring them as a staff. So then I have an air staff member. Air staff members excel at building things inside, like not construction, but building objects. So that's why I want to add one, because the first 10 or 15 days of the game, you will be building lots of things inside, and they will just excel at that. So that's what we'll do. We'll build a wand so that we can then recruit a student. The other thing the students are good at, they can't do very much, but they can haul. And so that means they can run around, and that's what they will primarily do, and pick up stuff off the ground and put it in the chest. So we'll get all that going. So we've got a bunch of quick things to do. Build some chests, get this enchantophone in place, get a wand built, and then we will consider our steps past that. So everybody gets going. And there's the rain, and you can see stuff is starting to deteriorate. There's not much we can do about that because we're just so busy doing everything else in the first couple days, that whatever is on the ground, it's going to have some deterioration hit it. We certainly don't want that to be a continuous problem. Okay, so we've done that. I don't know if the wand was built yet. We'll just double check and see. Yes, air wand is built. Okay, so we will just simply take one of our guys here, begin the ritual, set that priority 5. And the other thing we'll have to do is build a bed for that student. So we'll go into furniture, find a cot, and simply stick it in our temporary sleeping room. Okay, so now the fog is getting to where, again, it's close, and if we look at their conviction, okay, that has a very, very bad effect. So immediately, we are going to be switching off this and doing a superior rebellion of it. And we're going to put all our guys on it, begin the ritual. and that will be a priority. And it'll cost 9 gutberry, so we'll have to remember to farm up some more gutberry. And it takes 75 wood. And we have ample wood right now. We'll be able to get more. But we want to do a big pushback. Sometimes I go for just a free one and step it back only one, but on this run, I'm just going to do one massive push so that I don't have to worry about it for another couple days. And we can see it's almost done. And there, now it's repelled. And it's just in time for them to go to sleep. Now, the student's going to have to sleep outside for one night, but generally I think when you recruit them, they tend to not sleep. I'm not sure where he is. Yeah, he's sleeping outside. Now, luckily, he's a wolf, and they don't care about sleeping outside, so it's not going to be a problem. All right, now this is going to be built, so also we're going to go into their scheduling, and you can see that I have some recreation time scheduled for them, so they will get to that today. And we'll just continue doing stuff. So we got the chantophone built. Next thing we're going to do too as well, we are going to start to tell them to make gutberry suit, and I'm going to get to where it wants do until X. We're going to do 20. Actually, that might be a little bit much. I think we'll have them maintain 12. As well as we have to consider that we just spent a bunch of gutberry. We'll check our plants, not far enough along. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to say for a priority of harvest, and on this one a priority of harvest, and that'll give them enough food. And he'll have that done before they wake up in the morning and need to eat. And that's more than enough. Now he may actually go depending on his priorities. He might take that and go cook with it, but I'm not sure if he will. Depends on what his mood is. Yeah, so he's going to go cook some meals. And we'll wait and watch, see if he gets it done before they wake up to eat. I think he will. We've got one done. Now, because he got 3 done and they haven't woken up yet, I'll go into consumables and I'll look at all staff, and I'm going to just turn off everything except for the things I want them to eat, which is the soup, and then eventually they'll be on bitter gruel, which is a better food source, but we're not there yet. And I'm just going to copy, paste it, and you can see that it's copied over to the other guy as well. So now they'll focus on eating the soup. There's only 3 of them, and there's 3 soup. That should be more than enough. Okay, and then in the early days, right after they get up and finish eating, I like to check their conviction. It's still the recreation, slightly unsafe because of where the fog is, and the sleeping outside and so on. So there's nothing wrong with that, and we're going to solve the recreation today with when they finally go to this. We'll see that in a minute. So now where we're at is we have some basic stuff set up, and we have to consider what is our next step. And classroom is really important. So we have to consider where are we going to be putting our classroom in. Classroom doesn't have any restrictions. But we also have to think our staircase will go up further. We have some other stuff we'll have to eventually build. But we like to have a classroom on the ground floor. So in this case, I believe that I'm going to put the classroom in right here. I think that's going to be a great spot for it. It has nice access. So we go into construction, grab a wall, we'll build it right against the staircase like this. Bring it up to that level. 5 high. Yep. Oh, and they need more materials, so we have to tell them mine, and with a high priority. And we even, because we're getting low in stone again, we better get a few of these going. So we'll let that run for a second. And don't forget, cut yourself a hallway. If we go and check too on priorities for the student, you can see he can only rest, do beast care, which comes into play much later, and haul. And we just set that priority, but it doesn't matter. The only thing he can do is haul. So he'll be running around trying to fill these chests up. So the other thing is just keep an eye on the volume, because as soon as they get full, close to full, you want to build another one. Okay, I should have enough stone now that I can put this wall up to 5 high, just like that. And then, of course, the floor is going to go like this. As well, we are going to need the teaching, which is a learning stone. So 8 wood and viscera. So we just need some more wood. And we'll get them doing, let's say this one and this one, just to keep it close and handy. And I'm going to put one of them to 5. But we'll need to kill some rats too, so we're going to go quick 5 on that one, and then we'll just tell this one a normal hunt. So we've queued that up. Now that will allow me to put the learning stone in, which is essential, and I think that we'll change it to look like this. Put it right like that. Okay, so that's going to get us a classroom. And then we have to go and check in priorities and think, who do we want to do our teaching? Where is that? Carve, script, where on all research, destroy 10 harvest ones. Teach, okay? None of them have any real priorities, but he's our researcher. So it's going to be our other one who is primarily doing the teaching. I basically want to make sure if a class can be going, if teaching can happen, that she is always going to attend to that. Checking our chests. Still got lots of room. Now, right now, I've noticed that she's hauling quite a bit, which doesn't make much sense to me. I mean, maybe she doesn't have any of these things to do, but I am surprised that that she will haul the way she is when there's construction to be done. Well, I'm not quite sure what we got going on there, but I mean, there is access. It's not like they're stuck or anything. Did we prioritize these by accident? No, we didn't. Maybe it was that hallway that was causing some kind of issue, but now he's starting to build the way he should. We're definitely going to put a priority on this stuff. Need to get that built. Checking the chests are still okay. And of course, we're going to need a couple lights for this room. Go with that and that. Okay, we need more viscera, so we'll find a rat, hunt 5, and then we'll just do one more, just normal hunt. The reason why one of these cots got damaged or something got damaged is because of that first rain. It always can leak through a single layer like that if you don't have a roof. So it is good to eventually get built up where even if you don't build normal roofs, you just build another floor across that's going to prevent the rain from then dripping down and destroying your stuff. Okay, so we can get one more light in. What color was this one? Blue. Okay. Get that light in, and we'll just prioritize these actually to 5 because I like my lights to be built fast. And now let's check the schedule. So we did go through the entertainment period. I didn't notice if they ran down here and used it. I'm concerned about that. But we'll check them. Nope, see, they're not craving recreation, right? Of course, there's -10 for the gutberry soup. These guys don't get affected by food. They don't care what they eat, so they're kind of nice like that. And he's not having any issues, and he gets +20 because he's a new student. So new students are very, very easy to keep happy. And hopefully we can get this finished before the next day, because we definitely want the teaching to begin tomorrow. The last thing we're going to do too is we do want to take another student. So the next student we want to take is lightning. So we'll see if we're allowed to do that. Yes, we are. And we'll have the order for 1 lightning wand. And we will also build 1 more cot. Yeah, honestly, because I have a wolf, I don't have to, because I could assign the new student to this cot. And that would then allow us to, he would just sleep outside. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to build it because it doesn't take that long and it doesn't take that many resources. And if we build it there, though, it is actually going to get, we are going to get cut off. So a temporary solution is you can build cots anywhere because it doesn't matter. They're going to sleep anywhere they want. So I'll just stick 1 over here for now. And we'll just do that. Or will it cut him off? Let me try. Let me try this. Let me just see if I'm correct about this or not. Yeah, see, that's going to block the pathway, so we can't get 4 in there. Okay. And we'll build 4 like that, because when we take another student, we may end up doing that, where we just tell this one to sleep inside. So that's the fog. Just moved up 1 step. But we can see by the conviction, they're still only feeling slightly unsafe. Just keep an eye on the gutberry soup to make sure that they're making enough, since we told them to not eat anything else. It should be fine. And so now they're all sleeping. Now we'll just check our light levels, and we can see this needs 1 more. So we'll just stick 1 in here, and we'll give that priority 5. Again, with the lighting, right, if we check this, we'll see no void shroom, 1.4 days. So we have plenty of time. There it goes. We'll finish that up. And as soon as he's done that, we're going to recruit another student. Okay. So we can check our light. Yep, no problem. And then we go here, summon student, and we're going to go for lightning wand. And she's sleeping. We're going to just take our spirit, and we'll begin the ritual. Just keep an eye on the soup. So I'm just going to make one more. That'll be enough for everybody. And then when everyone wakes up, classes can begin with our 2 students. We will, though, be going for another one, and we are going to try to do another lightning wand. And it's not enough wood, so we probably have to tell it to get some of this going. Check our chests. Starting to get a little bit more full. Here's our ornate food. No one available. No, the teaching is beginning. Because you kind of want to get all this basic stuff set up so they're going to be able to, because once you start doing teaching, then people are hauling, and one of your staff is busy for the majority of the day, not doing as many tasks. So it is important to get that teaching going, but realize that once that happens, then the focus of the tasks are going to stop. But the reason why the teaching is so important is because we do need to get some of these to turn into staff, because we only have 2 plus a ghost working right now. Still feel that volume's just a little bit high. We're going to try to turn that down to like 20%. So we're going to tell the gut berry to only go up to 8 per day, and that should be like sufficient to always make sure that they're going to have food. We don't want to waste too much time on cooking if we don't need to. Here we can see our gutberry plants just had a harvest, and we can check how much do we have left. I think we have more than enough. I'm not too concerned about it. I think a wand has been created, so we're going to summon the student. We'll do it like this. Begin ritual. That'll be our 3rd student. And we have 2 wolf students. And a 3rd wolf student. So it's not going to matter who doesn't get a bed. So one thing I want to make absolutely sure is this has been assigned, but what we want to do is for sure, yep, it has been assigned. So it is like an auction included. Once they claim something, it becomes theirs. So it's all good. Our last student gets to maybe jump in for a quick little bit of class. Kind of interesting that we got all wolves. How's our chest doing? It's about time to actually to say we'll build another chest, and we're going to need smoke stick, and I think we'll have some here. Harvest, and we'll do a priority 5. Okay, so we'll get another chest built. Right there. And maybe priority 4 on that. And how are our students doing? Yep, he's level 2. Okay, so next thing we have to consider, okay, they're all down here dancing, that's great, is what is our next plan? Because we know we're teaching all that. Well, they're going to have to graduate at some point. Well, we don't really need the room for that, because if we look at the room, which is a ritual room, assembly hall, doesn't really require a whole lot, but needs 7 or greater luxury. Now, they'll get a bonus if they have that room when they use it, but you don't actually need it to be there. What you need to do, though, is do the research. And since we know we're going to graduate the students soon, we're going to need that. So we go into research, and this is going to be under basic rituals, right? So what we'll do is start to research that. I think while they're doing that, let's have a look at the rooms, and we have to consider that the next major step that we could do would be to have them somewhere they can eat. So we would look for a staff dining room, which requires lofted and 10 or greater luxury. We're not going to be able to pull that off, but this one can be done, and the student diners will be happier, even though the staff diners are not going to be, unless we can get that going. So we're going to build a basic mess hall, and it just has to be private. So basic mess hall, in all honesty, it can simply go here. And so, but we don't need it to be that big. And we don't have dining tables yet. We just know we're going to put it there. One thing I do know that we're going to do, because there will be another rain period coming soon, I can feel it. We are going to extend our stairs up to this level, because we're also going to start to consider what we want to do for bedrooms. And bedrooms, an austere bedroom is next, and we need a skewed setup. And the dining room or mess hall, it had to be just private. Now, whenever you see that fog, it's just important. Just go check your guys and see like how unsafe do they feel. But they're still at -5, so we're not going to do anything about it yet. Okay, so that research is done, and we now can build dining tables. Or ritual side. So now we need phoenix flower and viscera, so we have to focus on that. So phoenix flower might be behind the fog. Nope, there's a bunch over here. So we're just going to simply select them all, and we're going to say 5 harvest, and we know we need some kill some rats. That's going to be a good crop. We're going to go 5 on that. We're going to make that the focus. Now, as far as the ritual area goes, we might be able to get both of those on here. Again, the room for it, if we really cared, ritual room, the assembly hall, right? It doesn't require anything special other than being a room. I'll go back and look. We're still short 1 phoenix flower because I think they produce 3 each, and there's none laying around the ground there, and there's none here. So in order to get access to more of them, we are going to have to push the fog back, and repel fog right now is going to cost a lot of wood, so we're going to have to prioritize getting ourselves some wood. We may not be able to do it, but we certainly will try. Oh, yeah, there's one more over here. Chop that 5. We'll see if that's going to be enough or not. Just double check. I don't see any more phoenix flowers though. We can also check. I don't want to get the research fired up right quite yet because we need him harvesting trees. Yeah, double check the meals are good. Here's 58, so not quite enough. Okay, it's not critically urgent to get that going quite yet. Okay, at this point, because I don't want to stall out, we will go to research. And we want to get dining going on. Then we'll get that started. And that's going to change up how we can do food as well. So we'll have it all started. We're on to the next day. They'll wake up soon. He's researching away. Yeah, so we'll let that continue, and we'll be proceeding into the next day. Gonna wrap up the video right here. Please consider hitting the like button. Feel free to subscribe so you can get notifications when I post videos. I post lots of gaming content and trying to grow the channel. It means the world to me if you hit the like button, if you subscribe, and especially if you leave comment and feedbacks. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day.